It's always good to learn from every game, but they stick with you when you lose. So from a coach's standpoint, he can be a little bit more demanding of what he wants after losses as opposed to after a win, because it's like we won. So we're trying to continue to get better every day of the season.
Is it tough to play at peak, focus and execution when you're so much better than most teams in the
I mean, if you're trying to be in one place where no one else is at the end of the year, it shouldn't be. You should have the mindset to have the mental energy night in, night out, which is really tough. But you got to fight through those battles that are in your head, because we're human and you will have letdowns. But as long as you try to mentally prepare yourself to, do your job within the team scheme of things, you're going to have losses, but you're going to be mentally stronger than anyone at the end of the year, especially with the level of competition that's being thrown our way every night. We're getting teams best, so it sets you up for that. So you mentally got to be ready to go.
Andre, on occasion, when Steve gets really mad like that, do you guys appreciate him, standing up like that?
I think he does a good job picking the spots. He's not too over the top. He doesn't do it that often. So when he does do it, there's a reason why. So I felt like we responded initially really good from it, and then we kind of got back to our bad habits that were happening throughout the game.
How were you guys able to have a top defense this year after all the roster turnover and centers who do different things? What happened to make that happen?
Well, I think defensively we got to do it collectively. You got to have everybody on the same page. We're going to have struggles beginning of the year. We're trying to figure out certain things, but defense is universal. It's like a remote. You get a universal remote, can work on any TV. You got your principles. You got the same cause. The key is to get everybody on the same page. Everybody has to be communicating. And those nights we're communicating. We talked about KD's length and implementing that with the rest of the length. Steph's tall for a guard. KD's really tall for his position, as well as Clay. Clay's 6'7". Draymond is one of the top defensive players in the league, and Zaza's a force. And then you put JaVale, Sean Livingston, myself. You have a lot of length, which causes a lot of problems. Making passes easy, making a lot of deflections. We had a lot of blocked shots last game. Sean had a few, KD had a few. So when we're all on the same page and we're using our natural attributes to our advantage, our defense is pretty good.
Since this is year 3 that you guys have had, I guess, a great record and way ahead of the pack, what are your tricks for not having letdowns or staying focused or not getting bored?
Well, you try to look for different things to motivate you, but at the end of the day, you're trying to build something and you're trying to build a legacy, and a legacy is being consistently above the rest for a good period of time. Not just 2 or 3 years, but you want to do it for 6, 7 years, and I'm sure that's everybody's goal around here. It's tough because you have so many things off the court that can distract you. Fame and notoriety, and everyone wanting your attention. Those are the distractions that it's kind of like next layer. What's next for us to overcome? What's next for us to overcome? So we continue to try to do those things on the court as well as off the court. So I feel like it's a good test for us.
Thanks, Andre.